The second powerful nor'easter to hit the Northeast in less than a week has dumped as much as 26 inches of snow on areas still reeling from the first storm. Here's a live look at northern New Jersey this morning, where traffic is backed up thanks to that snow. There are more downed trees. Hundreds of thousands have been left without power. Traveling has been nothing short of a nightmare. CBS's Hannah Doba is in New York, where the wet, messy cleanup has begun.
Around 500 drivers were stuck on Route 280 in New Jersey during the evening commute. Snowmobiles had to be brought in to shuttle people to safety. The scene in Worcester, Massachusetts, not much different. Cars seem to be going every which way but forward.
I'm just leaving work and I'm just trying to get up the hill, but I can't.
In Philadelphia, Northeastern University women's basketball team had to get out and push its bus, which got stuck after practice. In New York City, many buses weren't moving, nor were trains, thanks to very limited service.
So they canceled the buses. Now I came from bus terminal to over here. Now I'm shocked trains also canceled too. I don't know how to go home.
The situation wasn't much better at airports. More than 2,600 flights were canceled. For many places, like here in New York City, as you can tell, it was a heavy and wet snow. That led to even more downed trees and power lines. More than 800,000 homes and businesses have been left without power.
They said it's supposed to be on tomorrow night, but there's a ton of trees and stuff down on our road in that area, so I don't know.
Forecasters say there is potential for yet another storm early next week. That one, though, if it makes landfall, would more likely hit further south around the Washington, D.C. area. Hannah Doba, CBS News, New York.
And at least one death is being blamed on the storm. An 88-year-old woman in upstate New York was killed by a falling tree. On to Crime Watch. Police in Livingston are investigating an attempted child abduction. It happened Tuesday evening just before 6 o'clock. The child's mother says an unknown male grabbed a hold of her child and began to pull him away from the sidewalk. The male is described as white with a darker complexion, in his mid-30s. The suspect was wearing a dark hoodie with light-colored sweatpants. He may have some type of flame tattoo on his left wrist. The vehicle he was in is described as a black Nissan car. The Livingston Police Department has increased its presence in school zones and other areas where children may be present. Anyone with information on the suspect should call the Livingston Police Department at 222-2050. Continuing our coverage, Billings School District 2 is planning for next week's student walkout. They are prepared for a walkout at each of the high schools as well as the city's middle schools. The nationwide walkout is set for 10 a.m. on March 14th to honor the 17 victims of last month's school shooting in Florida. Superintendent Terry Bouck says the district's top priority is safety of the students, but says the goal is to protect the students' rights to free speech. Bouck says students will be instructed to go to a specific area where they will be supervised for the duration of the event. Students will be told they are not to leave school grounds. Bouck says teachers are expected to continue class for students who choose not to participate. Attendance will be taken before and after the walkout. The national walkout is part of a movement calling for safer schools on the 1-month anniversary of the Florida school shooting. From the courthouse now, 3 bison activists arrested Tuesday at the Stevens Creek holding facility near Gardner will remain in custody until their next court hearing set for Monday. The 3 protesters appeared at the Yellowstone Justice Center in Mammoth Wednesday before U.S. Magistrate Judge Mark Carman. Thomas Brown of East Hardwick, Vermont, Cody Kyson of Minnetonka, Minnesota, and Hannah Ponder of Donley, Idaho are all charged with entering a closed area. Brown and Kyson, who chained themselves to a corral at the Stevens Creek facility, also face a charge of interfering with agency functions. Both charges are misdemeanors and carry a maximum sentence of 6 months in jail and/or a $5,000 fine. A 2019 budget proposal that would use energy sales from drilling and other production on federal land could fund national park infrastructure projects. Along with repairing roads, the National Park Restoration Act would also restore buildings, campgrounds, trails, and water systems. Tennessee Senator Lamar Alexander introduced the bipartisan bill on Wednesday. Montana Senator Steve Daines joined a group of 8 other senators and 2 representatives to work on the bill. Right now, our our national parks have a backlog of maintenance needs that total $11.6 billion. Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke says half of that money is needed just to repair and maintain roads in the parks.
There isn't anyone I've ever met that doesn't love our parks, but our parks are challenged. They're being loved to death. Americans deserve to have a park system that's well funded, that's well operated, and the visitor experience of our parks should remain sacred.
Senator Daines said, quote, "These critical economic drivers must be maintained and protected so that our outdoor economy can continue to grow and our parks remain accessible to all Montanans." In fiscal year 2017, the National Park Service received only $2.9 million in appropriations. Now we go to Big Sky, where the ski resort will feature the first 8 high-speed chairlifts in North America. Boise Resorts President Stephen Kircher says the new Ram Charger 8 chair on Andesite Mountain will be the most technologically advanced lift ever built. Slated for installation this summer, the new high-speed lift will shorten the uphill ride by nearly 2/3. It will also have ergonomically designed extra-wide heated seats and Big Sky blue bubbles to enhance the lift's wind resistance. The Big Sky new additions next year also includes replacing the Shed-Horn double chair with a high-speed quad and upgrading the Mountain Mall with a large food hall to serve more than 700 guests. In other news, a group of local chefs are cooking for a good cause. The Wise Wonders Children's Museum will now reap the benefits of this year's Billings Signature Chef event. Some of these chefs met up at the Billings Depot Wednesday ahead of the mid-March event. They used to raise money for the March of Dimes, but it no longer has a Montana chapter. Wise Wonders opened in June of 2015. The chefs will now work with the museum to demonstrate and auction off their talents.
There's so many chefs from so many amazing restaurants and businesses around town. It's just incredible. You get to try them all in one place. It's not just at one restaurant. They're all going to be here at one place.
There are chefs that have restaurants, but there's a lot of talent here that isn't necessarily somewhere you would get to see them. Morningstar Living, the Springs at Grand Park, those guys have an amazing amount of talent, and you might not necessarily get to see that. So this does give them an opportunity to play a little bit creatively.
The event happens March 19th at the Billings Depot. Meanwhile, some sharp-dressed men are coming to Billings this August. From the top hats to the impressive beards, the iconic ZZ Top will take the stage to headline this summer's Magic City Blues Fest. The 2-day festival is set for the first weekend in August, but tickets go on sale tomorrow. You can see the full lineup on our website. And last, before we take a break, being a millennial can have a lot of perks. Generally, they are social media savvy, love to travel, and they make up a growing part of the workforce. But as a whole, there's one thing that seems to stump them. Mary Maloney explains.
Millennials have a lot on their financial plate. Bills, rent, and student loan payments can quickly empty a bank account. So much so that most millennials aren't saving for retirement. In fact, the National Institute on Retirement Security found that 66% of people between the ages of 21 and 32 have nothing saved for retirement. If you want to start saving now, experts say to be honest about your financial future. See if your employer offers a retirement plan like a 401k and try to contribute. Or look into traditional or Roth IRAs, which could offer tax benefits for retirement savings. Even if you put 1 or 2% of your pay away, it could make a big difference down the road. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
Stay